Eric Williams with the C. I'm the Public Information Officer for Hernando County Schools. We'd also like to start by thanking the Sheriff's Department for their hard work and the speed of bringing some resolution as part of this investigation. We can confirm that Mr. Toomer was a graphic arts teacher at Springstead High School and has served in that capacity since 1999. Prior to that, he worked 2 years as a substitute. When we first found out about the complaint being filed with the Sheriff's Office, Mr. Toomer was taken off student contact on Wednesday this week, the 8th. When we knew a little bit more information, he was suspended with pay pending the outcome of the investigation. We've been in contact with our board members and superintendent this morning, and I guess it's we can say that they're all upset about this incident, and you know, certainly appalled that one of our teachers could do something so reprehensible as part of their service. But I think we all agree that this is not a reflection on the quality of our schools and our school system here in Hernando County, or of our many fine professional educators that we have here. In the coming days, and I'm sure a lot this weekend, we'll be working together with the Student Services Department to plan supports for the students and families who are obviously going to be impacted as a result of this case coming to light, and you know, putting some things in place so that we can answer questions for those stakeholders that we have at Springstead High School. And I'll take your questions.
Can you answer that background question? The gentleman
Repeat the question.
Did he ever have a case like this on his background?
No, I looked at his personnel file this morning. There's nothing in his personnel file that indicates there's ever been an incident prior that is anything similar to what we're talking about today.
Is there a solution here? This is not the first time that the news has covered a story like this. Cameras in schools to keep a closer eye on teachers. Is there anything that the school board or you guys from a school perspective? Well,
you know, going to the point that the sheriff made about inappropriate contact with students after school hours, or using texting or social media or email, that's something that we're working on with procedures to really you know, train our teachers to know that that's not appropriate, and that we want to funnel those communications through official channels.
Is there an official channel?
We're putting those things in place now, yes, but we do have district email, which it's appropriate to contact students via our official district email accounts, and parents as well. And we're getting social media accounts up and running now so that we can use those official channels to contact our stakeholders about events and activities that we have going on in our schools.
Can you answer if she was one of his students or involved?
No, I cannot. I don't know that to be true.
Just back to that social media thing, so you're saying have a school monitoring social media instead of just personal teacher?
Correct. Official, you know, school-based social media accounts, or, you know, for the district as well, having something that's official for us. Other questions?
You said there was nothing that indicates this sort of behavior in his personal file. Is there anything else that he was ever written up for?
Nothing that I can comment on at this time.
Nothing that you can. So there is something, or there is not something? Yes or no?
There was one other concern as part of this personnel file, but it's not in any way related to what we're talking about today.
Was it?
Does not involve any
with behavior with a student? Was it
minors.
behavior with a student? Misbehavior with a student?
No, sir.
It was not.
Yes, it was not.
Okay.
That it?
What about these students now? If, say, others do come forward, you know, I'm sure that this person is going to have a hard time going back to school, concentrating. Is there anything in place to help students get through this school-wise?
Yeah, certainly we have a care team program that's organized by the School Services Department, and we, you know, anytime that we deal with a tragic situation, a death of a student, or an incident at school that affects more than just one student, we bring that care team in. It typically consists of our guidance counselors and staff, social workers from other schools coming together as a team to serve a school in need. So that's going to be part of the plan that we implement probably Monday morning at Springstead High School to help the students and families who are affected by this cope with what's happening.
And is there any announcement to kids, heads up, this is going on? I mean, is there communication with the kids on what's happening?
No, but we will be communicating with all of our administrative staff at all of our schools in case they get questions, and then we'll rely on our principals and assistant principals at the school sites to communicate that information with the parents and students as appropriate.
Would a robocall go out for something like this? I've seen that in the past where all parents are notified like that.
No, we're not going to send out a robocall. Our Global Connect is what we use.
There may be a note put in kids' backpacks, anything like that?
Like a mailing or anything?
No, not to all students. Maybe, you know, the details as part of the plan on how we're going to deal with this at Springstead High School are forthcoming. We don't have that information at this time, but I don't think that we're going to notify all parents in all of our schools and all students via Global Connect or robocall or backpack flyers or anything like that at this time. It'll be primarily concentrated our efforts at Springstead High School. So,
Do you think those parents at that high school are entitled to some kind of information?
Certainly.
Directly from you?
certainly, we're going to provide them with all the information that we can.
Has any incident similar to this happened in the past within the district?
Yeah, I've only served as public information officer since July 1st. I am aware of some incidents that have occurred in the past that are inappropriate and involve sexual misconduct with minors, but I can't comment on the details as part of those cases at this time. It's not something that happens a lot, especially in Hernando County schools. We have great schools. We have great professional educators who are here to serve students. But, you know, there are those isolated incidents that happen out there, and we're certainly taken aback by it, and we appreciate the support of the Sheriff's Office in bringing this to a head.
Had he ever been honored by the district for good teaching or pointed out as being a good employee or anything like that? What was his reputation, I guess is what I'm asking.
Not that I know, not that I'm aware of.
Do you know what his reputation was as a teacher?
I can't comment on that because I don't know.
Was he involved in any school-sponsored activities?
Yes, he was a coach at one time. He's currently not serving as a coach. Various sports, I think basketball and football as an assistant. He also organized the Haunted High, which is a haunted house that is pretty popular at Springstead, especially this time of year, and he was the person who put that program together.
Was it girls basketball? You said basketball.
I believe that there is some experience in his past coaching girls basketball, yes, sir.
So both, boys and girls basketball?
Yes. Anything else? Thank you.
I want to thank each of you for coming out and covering this very somber story. I do want to assure the public in Hernando County that your school system, your state attorney's office, and your sheriff's office, I know the school board members, I know each of them personally, and I know that they are very supportive of our efforts to find these type of people and root them out in the unusual circumstance that we have now. And I can assure the public as well as parents that we're going to do everything in our power to protect their children. And we need their help. Help them, you know, I know you all asked questions about it, but monitoring their electronic messages is critically important because these predators find unique ways to get around the system. So we need parents to help us monitor that. We need to all work together on this. So thank you all for coming out. And if any of you all have any follow-up questions or anything, my public information officer, Denise Maloney, will be happy to assist you. I think she has some stuff, some arrest affidavits and so forth for you.
Do you know when he'll be personally formally fired?
I think that will come at the end of the investigation.
Okay. All right. Thank you all very much.
We'll probably seek a resignation prior to.
Secret.